We should get going? Okay, folks, call to order. And I'll quickly say, for the record, Sarah's here, Fred's here, I'm here, Frank, and Glenn is here. Excused are Cody, Richard, and Jay Lee. Okay? Okay.
I'm here.
What? Sorry. Okay. What I mean is, by excused, they're not here. They're with us in online. The three people. Okay.
I'm here as well, Frank.
All right. We're getting there.
I'm here, Cody's here.
Okay. Oh, Ted's up there too?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Ted and Cody. Cody just checked.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, folks, we have no citizens, so I assume no statements. That's very nice. We need approval of actually 4 sets of minutes, as you can see. Did any of you get a chance to look at them online? Do you have any comments, or do you think they're okay?
I have no comments.
I'm okay with them.
I have no comment.
Motion to accept?
So moved.
Glenn? Thank you,
A
Sarah.
second.
We're all in agreement? Wonderful.
Aye.
Oh, sorry.
You call for a vote.
Yes. And we all voted, and including, I've always got to remember there are persons up there. We're all in agreement with, yeah?
Aye, yep.
Aye, aye.
Aye.
I'm there too. Okay. We're in agreement. Review of the public meeting on June 6th, obviously the one in the library. Little disappointing. There were quite a few people of us there, and there were 4 members from the public, of which 2 spoke extensively about water issues. Glenn,
Right.
you were there. Would you like to tell?
I think that sums it up pretty well. It was 4 attendees, and the focus was on water, water-related issues in the town. The Old Killingly Pond was brought up several times, as well as, but the theme of interdepartmental communication came up again, where they were asking us who we're working with, and then we kind of asked, similar questions of who the agencies are working with. So, that seems to be another theme that comes to the forefront every time we talk to fire departments or whatever, so. But other than that, it was a good discussion. It was good to hear their side of things, get some insight into what's happening with Old Killingly Pond and the challenges that it causes, so that's about it.
Okay. Any other comments from the pictures up there, up on any Zoomers, any comments?
Are they there? Yeah, just it's Cody speaking.
Hi,
Just
Cody.
I'm happy with the content that, the feedback that we got from the meeting. I'm a little bummed out there was only like 4 people there.
Yeah.
Maybe it was because of a Saturday afternoon, maybe we already talked about that, but Saturday afternoon, probably not a good time moving forward, just lessons learned.
I agree. I wondered at the time whether, because it was a second public meeting, the thinking might have been, gee, what are they doing? We've already had one. Why a second one? That might have caused the numbers to go down. I don't know. Okay. The one thing that I liked and took from it was their emphasis that in the beginning, Killingly was a water town, because with all the streams and dams, all the mills that came because of that, they emphasized water as being almost integral to the history of Killingly. And I thought that was I like that, honestly, and thought maybe we can incorporate that somehow. Okay. Any other comments on the June 6th meeting? From anybody, picture-wise? Okay, we move ahead. We need to decide the next monthly meetings. And my first thought, and maybe still, was that maybe we should take the month of July off. If people want to meet at the end of July, it's certainly worth considering. I will be away myself between the 7th and the 23rd. I'm going over to Africa with my family, all 9 of us. But that's okay. We can still meet, whatever the last Wednesday of July is. Or should we decide to move for the first meeting in August? Are there any thoughts that people have about this?
I have no objection to taking July. I think it's gonna be tough to
Also,
get people to attend, yeah, I think it's.
I agree.
I don't have a problem with taking I don't have a problem with taking July off, but I think if we wait till the last Wednesday in August, we've taken 60 days off.
Okay.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Correct.
I think
Okay.
we should maybe, if we want to take July off, maybe we should meet twice in August to get started.
okay,
That's my feeling.
I think that's a good one. Any thoughts from up top?
I agree with Fred.
That will, depending on where this meeting goes today, that will really help get all the data that we need consolidated, and that we can at least prepare a report, right? Having that extra time to prep all that would be helpful. But I also agree, a second meeting in August would help.
Okay. So tentatively, let's set a date, maybe the first or second Wednesday in August.
So we have the 5th, 12th, 19th, and 26th.
We want to do it earlier, how about the 5th of August?
Even if we did the 5th and then the 26th,
And then the 26th.
yes.
Okay, so it would be the 5th and the 26th of August. I will arrange with Ashley whether we can use this room or whether we have to use a room downstairs. Whatever, that's fine.
Well,
Okay, yes.
how about?
You would have to use the room downstairs on the 5th.
What about the 12th?
The 12th you can't have downstairs, but it looks like up here is fine.
So,
Okay.
actually, we could probably use the downstairs room on the 5th because we're not gonna be entertaining any groups. It's just gonna
Right.
be us.
Yeah, yeah.
We can probably do the 5th downstairs because we're not gonna be open to outside people. It's just gonna be us working on the program,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, working session.
Okay.
We're all in agreement for the 5th, probably downstairs, and then the 26th, the usual, okay? And we'll talk a little bit what we're gonna be doing at these meetings.
Is it,
coming up.
but Fred makes a good question, a point there, is it, are our working sessions open to the public, or those can be closed?
I don't know. We should probably get Kelly's.
Because I'm assuming this
Yes.
is a
Yes.
whiteboards, let's put ideas together. Yep.
My note right here says, wait a minute, if there's more than 5 or more, does this mean we have to go online to the public? But, wait a minute, we are just working, it's a working group. So that's on my list here to find out for sure
Yeah.
whether we have to or not. Personally, just me, I would hope that we do not go out to the public with that, because we're having discussions, all about things, what about this, what about that? And we need a little privacy for that. So, okay, I will make a note, well, here it is, here's my note, to do that. Thank you, Glenn, that's important. Okay, so far so good. And then after that, we go on our usual meetings. We are scheduled to deliver the report. Originally, we were set up to go until December. The budget has now taken us another extra 6 months, which is fine. I don't know. My thinking is, I was aiming towards December to present something fairly strong to the council. Give us basically 6 months. The consultant suggested, and I agree, as we go along, keep the council or the town manager informed of the little steps. As we agree on this, we agree on that, to make sure they already understand what's coming to them. Does everybody agree that that's probably a good idea? Yeah?
So you're saying that December will be a pretty solid final draft?
I
Maybe
hope
not the
so.
final product, but a very close to.
I hope
Yes.
so, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Does that sound okay to others too?
I agree.
Okay, thanks, guys, just so we know you up there. Okay, so far so
Well,
good.
do we make, or you want to make a decision today whether you keep the town council advised, or whether you keep the town manager advised, or do you want to keep both of them advised as to what's going on? Week in, not week in and week out, but after the meetings.
I'm interested in input on that.
I think let them all know, right? I think keep them all posted so that way they don't forget about us over here.
So then, the only thing is we've got to schedule the meetings with the town council times, which is usually, we would have to do it, I think, the second Tuesday of the month. Bear that in mind.
Is there any impact with December's meeting? Is it still gonna be on the second Tuesday?
I believe December is going to be the same. Hold on, I'll tell you. Just keep in mind, your November meeting is the day before Thanksgiving.
We can change that.
Yeah, at the time, when the time comes.
Yeah, your November meeting currently is November 25th, which would be the day before Thanksgiving.
Okay, we'll change that accordingly, yeah.
Okay,
Do-
I figured you're working on the meeting.
I don't think it's necessary to meet with the town council. If we know where we are in the report at that time, we could probably just give them like an outline, this is where we are, and give that to Kelly to give to the town council. You could meet with the town manager personally if you wanted, or I don't think you need to be meeting with them personally. That's my opinion.
Let me give you for discussion an alternative. What if we met on a monthly basis with the liaison from the council to us and have the liaison report back to the council what we're doing? Does that sound like,
That would work
way to
also
do it?
because the liaison could come to whatever meeting we're having for that
Right.
month, and we could give him the information to take from there.
absolutely. I'll make a note here then, all right? And,
That way.
okay,
That way you don't have to be meeting with us, doing your stuff at home to get ready, meeting with the town council, meeting with the town
different extra
manager.
meeting. Yeah, if he comes, he's been very good at coming to our last two meetings, and so I think, okay, I'm making a note here, plus the liaison.
You decide December's meeting, if you wanted to go, it is on regular schedule.
All right?
So you just wanna solidify the July-August now? What was the final decision? Do we have to vote on that? The final decision for
do-
July and August?
Do we have to vote on it, or just?
I don't know.
Agreed.
Yeah, just wanna make
I
sure.
I make a motion that we don't meet in July, that we take the month off to enjoy the summer, and then we meet the 5th of August and the 26th of August to jumpstart getting the report.
If you want it to be a working session, put that in your motion, that the 5th wouldn't be an open public meeting. That has to be part of it. If you want the 5th to not be open to the public and not be,
Working session, right?
if you want it to be a working session, you have to put that in your motion.
Oh, okay. Going forward, I would suggest that August 5th and August 26th are working sessions. And at that point, we should also decide if other meetings, getting the report done, are just working sessions. That's a motion. I need a second.
I'll second that.
They don't second it.
All in favor?
Hold on, let's ask up top. Anybody upstairs would like to make a comment about what Fred has just suggested?
If you can hear me, I agree, but my computer is saying unverified, so I didn't know if I could talk.
We hear you.
Okay.
Otherwise, all in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Aye.
Yeah,
Aye.
good, wonderful. We move ahead, okay? I'm gonna hand out a few things that I have prepared, and you folks up there, I'll make sure you get copies. Yeah, here's one, just pass this and that one on, okay? And just to show you a couple of things in preparation. One, two, one for you. The first one, what I've just handed out, I compiled the list of all the people, companies, groups that we have spoken to. And of course, at a point, I would assume it will go into the appendix. But I also hand out now, in case I have left out anybody that you say, oh, you forgot so-and-so, I don't want anybody to be. That's the reason why I put it together, and also for the future report, okay? It's plain a listing of everybody. I think I got them all. I'll make sure this goes to people.
I have a question for you. Going down this list, you have Killingly Public Library.
Yes,
Is that an actual meeting with the library?
they
or-
came to us.
Okay,
Yes,
so
they do.
where is the one, maybe I missed it, the open public ones?
At the bottom, it says, we're 2 Zoom meetings with the 2 meetings with the general public. Go to the bottom, about 4 from the bottom.
Okay, all right, I missed that.
No, it's way at the bottom.
Okay.
I
Oh,
included the 2 Zoom meetings.
Yeah,
And the responses to the QR code and questionnaire, and the fact that we set up information tables, Killingly Easter Hunt, Barks and Blooms, other events. I've tried to list, I hope, every time we made some contact with the public. So that whoever looks at the report can at least, yeah, they did speak to people. Any further comments on that by anybody? I know it's a lot to do.
No, it's a lot. It's great.
Yeah. If afterwards I've forgotten, when you get home and say, oh, we didn't do that, let me know. We can add it.
I'm impressed at how many people we've actually talked to.
Well, I
Looking
added
back
them
at
up.
it, you're
There's
like, wow.
about 30. We did very well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, I was saying that it's quite impressive, the number we got through.
And then I just had actually put together, you got one of these, didn't you?
one of those,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's just what we put out for advertising, okay? I just wanted, again, it's something that I think will go into an appendix afterwards so that the public knows what we did. Nothing special, that's what we did, okay? With that, all right, let's move on. To here, pass that on. What we have in front of us is the sort of the beginnings of what might go in a report, okay? A quick introduction about how they formulated us and what the goals were that they set for us. Okay, you can see that. Then a little bit, a few statements. These are all for discussion at our next meeting in preparation. That's why I'm handing them out now. Sort of talking about goals and what we should be doing and what we're trying to do. And then some ideas about goal implementation, that some of it came from the consultant. For example, he said, do small steps first, okay, when we're thinking about it. You can see some terms I've used, and I will get all these to you other folks. Small, incremental. This is wording that actually came out of some other plans that I saw, that the things that were successful were small, incremental goals, attainable. Delay and obfuscation, they say, are killer constraints. Goals be regularly monitored by a person. And I put in headlines in caps there, strongly recommended, because many people have asked us, is this going to be shelved and you'll never look at it again? And we have assured them that is not going to happen, all right? So we'll talk about that at our meeting, okay? A couple of other thoughts there, okay, but negative and positive. And then if you turn the page, you will see this is the sheet that we handed out previously at the meeting with some suggested vision statements, purposes, and slogans. You might remember that. That's one of the first things, if not the first thing, we must decide at the next meeting. Which of these statements, vision, purpose? So I'm encouraging everybody, if you would think about these elements, okay, if you have a different statement, if you want to improve on these, come up with a different slogan. That's our next meeting. That at least should be finalized next meeting, I hope. Right?
Right.
That's
Yeah.
okay?
I
Everybody
agree.
can see?
Good.
Okay. And then I just gave some other information here about some common threads, as you see, across all questions. This is all right. Richard did some of this, and elsewhere it's been reported. These are threads, and Paul did this in some of his summarizations to already give you some thoughts that might help you in your thinking. And okay, and then there's also a sheet attached, which is the Danielson Borough. This is their key takeaways. That's their goals that they wish to achieve. Okay? And we should be aware of that.
So this last page is the Danielson Borough?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I see that up in the
Yeah,
corner.
up in the corner. And it's one, and I'll show you some other stuff that we have that shows their goals. And we need to be aware of it in conjunction with it and not go against their goals. We want to work with them, obviously. So I've included that for your knowledge. There's a lot of stuff here, okay?
Yep.
All right? Then, hold on a second, I have it here. You will remember that I handed out examples previously of the Putnam strategic plan
Yeah.
and the way they have set theirs up. And I use, again, for you to think about, format. What formats we are going to use. Okay? Don't need to absorb it now, just be aware. This is one style. The one from Danielson Borough is a slightly different style
Yeah.
of how we would list our goals and tell people what to do. Okay? I know there's a lot of stuff here. Also, same thinking. In front of you, and I'll make this to everybody, is a comprehensive strategic plan for municipal. Richard developed this, and as you look at the pages, he has a sort of a format also that might be used. You see, his is a little different. So we have 3 examples of different groups, the way they listed their goals for you to think about. I have no idea what we will come up with. Ours might be different, but it's for thinking, at least. Sorry, there's a lot to absorb giving you, I know, but it's for take home, for you to
Oh, yeah, and
study.
you got 6 weeks to suck it up.
That's why. One more form. Here's one, and here's the second one.
That's not one form, that's pages.
Yeah, no, there's, too many I gave, okay.
I thought that was all one.
I pulled together, just from what we've seen so far, suggested topics for the final report. They are at this point suggested, and when we meet, we'll adjust, adapt, whatever. You'll notice at the top, we should list what the goals are for the committee, the council. Economic planning has goals too. We need to be aware of them. Danielson Borough, Planning and Zoning. Planning and Zoning did their 5 to 10 year. Theirs is such a big document, but at least we should be aware of it, that it does exist. It's there. Okay. Then possible topics, I don't know. What about town hall, its management, the town general, economic development, citizen, okay. A list of areas, topics that we will perhaps somehow include, so that you can start thinking. Throughout the next 3 to 4 months, we'll attack each of these topics, step by step, and see what we should list in those. Again, I apologize, it's a hell of a lot of stuff I've given you, but it's in anticipation of the meeting, as you say, 6 weeks from now, to just look it over, and we will discuss all this at that meeting. Are there any other comments from our Zoomers?
Not from here.
Thank you.
They
No.
don't have the information to look at.
I know,
Are
just
these
what I said. But I will,
documents emailed to us? Are we getting a copy of these documents in our email?
what I will do tomorrow, at the latest on Friday, I'm gonna compose all of these so that each of you have a set of the documents I handed out tonight. I will give them to Ashley to put them, probably to mail, I'm gonna suggest, to mail to you at your home addresses. If she wants to scan them in to you, that's your choices. It's up to you. But I will arrange to make sure that what is handed out tonight, you will get exactly the same as we did here. Okay? Does that help a little?
Thank you so much.
No, it's necessary. Any other Zoom comments? Sounds okay? It's different. Hey. What else?
If you've gone through everything, I'm ready to adjourn.
Yeah, I think we
I
are.
will second that.
Motion to adjourn, second. We're in agreement. Zoomers, we're in agreement. We're adjourning.
Yes, aye.
No more comments?
No?
All right.
Thank you all. Wonderful.
August 5th, we will get
Yes.
together.
Yeah, I've made a note and I will speak to Ashley, give her these documents, but also arrange the
Paul,
meetings.
you need to get everything to Paul.
Everybody who was not here, Paul,
Well,
Ted.
Ted's